When it comes to good overall health, there's a lot of emphasis on gut health. So what do you need to know to make sure you're processing foods in the best way? Well, a lot of people are eating the yogurts and the probiotics for good gut health. Dr. Aimee Duffy joining us now to talk about it. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What is good gut health overall? There's much more to it than the probiotics.
Right. Well, your gut is not only responsible for digestion and absorption of your nutrition, but 80% of your immune system is housed in your gut. So it's really important for our overall health to promote not only physical but mental well-being, that we keep the good guys in and we keep the bad guys out.
Okay, I like breaking it down that way. And there's good news for social eaters, because you say, you know, eating with a meal, eating with friends, that has a positive impact on your gut health. Tell us why.
So eating with loved ones promotes a more relaxed environment. So we often are up in our sympathetic or fight or flight mode, right? And we're not ready to stop and have a snack if you're getting chased by a tiger. But when we're in parasympathetic, which is your rest, digest, and recover, your digestive health is going to be much better. So eating with loved ones really helps reduce stress.
Yeah, I think so too. Now we know why. We want to consume a wide range of nutrients from different food sources to get the optimal gut health. But of course, you avoid certain foods that cause inflammation. What are those?
Right. So foods, I think of, lots of sugar, things that are processed foods, chemicals you can't name or spell or pronounce. All those things are going to be promoting damage to the lining of your gut and increase inflammation. That's going to cause damage. So we want to make sure that we're putting the good things in again. And I really promote for my patients or anybody out there to do some personalized food sensitivity testing, so you know exactly what foods are going to cause stress on your system and what foods are going to be your fuel.
Yeah, because I think that's interesting. Alone, everybody's system is different. What foods you could tolerate, somebody else could not, and so on. So you're avoiding gluten and dairy and sugar, really sticking for anything that's wholesome out of the ground. That would be a good rule of thumb.
Exactly.
If you could. You point out food can either be the safest form of medicine, which is a great way to think about it, or the slowest form of poison.
Right, exactly. So that's what we're just talking about, is what foods. I mean, you might think that you're eating something nutritious because it's whole grain or, it says organic on the box or something like that. But if it's something that's causing stress on your system, it can slowly poison you over time, and you may not even react to it, so you don't realize what that reaction looks like.
Okay, and we've done a whole segment. We talked about intermittent fasting one day, because a lot of people are just interested in that topic and understanding it. You say when intermittent fasting is appropriately practiced, it has great gut health benefits. What do we need to understand there?
Right, so not only about weight loss, which is what we talked about before, but intermittent fasting allows for space for the microbiome, which is all the microorganisms in your gut, to diversify and grow. So if you're constantly putting food in, they have to be busy digesting and protecting, but when you take some time away, they can actually grow and do their job. And fasting actually promotes what we call self-cleaning. So kind of like your self-cleaning oven, your body self-clean, and the more that you do fasting, the more self-cleaning you're going to get.
And the way somebody schedules that on their calendar, you said it could either be certain days in the calendar or certain hours of the day. Talk about that.
Yeah, so you can do intermittent fasting, which you call the 16-8, which is the easiest. So you eat during an 8-hour window and fast for 16 hours, and you do that every day. Or you can choose 1 or 2 days a week where you fast for the whole 24 hours.
Okay. So
whatever works best for your schedule, really.
Yeah, flexibility, and you're there to guide anybody through it. You say,
100%.
Finally, don't eat mindlessly. If you're just standing at the counter or watching TV, you're putting food in your mouth and it's not intentional. What goes wrong there?
It's the same thing. Let's take a moment to be intentional about your food. Whether you're doing a prayer or you're just doing some breathing, to just sit down and say, now is time to eat, fuel my body, digest that food, and not be in the rushed mode all the time. We're always in the car, lots of drive-through, eating, standing up on the run, grab your protein bar, that kind of stuff. So be intentional, and your food's going to do what it's supposed to do for you.
I like that. Anything else to keep in mind before we go? Just try to make good choices.
Yep. Keep the bad guys out and the good guys in.
I like that very much. Dr. Aimee Duffy, thank you for being here. You and your team at Carolina Integrative Medicine are passionate about helping people achieve optimal lifelong health, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.